Was it on? Oh my god, I
Oh my god.
Hey guys, thought I'd make a follow-up video to a video that I posted a few weeks back of me dry firing my bow. I've actually dry fired my bow more than once. I've dry fired my bow 3 times, and 2 of those times I dry fired in the same day. So what did I do? You dry fired your bow, now what? So the first thing that I did is I gave my bow an overhaul. I looked it over, made sure there was no damage to my frame, no visible damage anyway. Made sure that there was no hairline cracks, and that seemed to be okay. After that, I checked my limbs, my top limb and my bottom limb. Made sure, same thing, there was no hairline cracks. Made sure that there was no damage to them. Made sure that all my bolts were still tight. You can see that, like, my sight, they have the little bolts there. All of that seemed okay. Next thing I did was I checked my string, made sure that there was no damage to my string, and that seemed to be okay. My string actually never fell off the groove of the cams. I'm not sure if that's good, I'm not sure if that's bad, but mine didn't. And then the next thing I checked was my cams. Made sure that there was no damage in them, made sure they weren't warped or twisted. I checked that to both of them. Both of them seemed to be in good working order. The only thing I noticed, which was pretty obvious if you watch the video that I posted, you can hear it, but I had to replace my string slide. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. So that was actually the only thing I had to replace on the bow. The other thing I noticed what happened was I had to readjust my kisser and I had to readjust my peep sight. Now I'm not sure if that's just from the impact of the dry fire or if that's because my string gave a little bit of stretch. Mind you, your string's gonna stretch anyway, especially with a new bow. And so I don't know which it was. Nevertheless, it was a perfect opportunity for me to actually have to readjust my kisser, have to readjust my peep sight. So it gave me a little bit more experience and a lot more knowledge on just knowing my bow in general. So that's what I did. Before I fired my bow, all 3 times, I took it to my local bow shop where George, he also gave it an overhaul. He, checked it over. He's the one that changed my string slide and, gave me the A-OK. So that was kind of the process. That's kind of what happened in my situation. I think for me, it was a good learning curve for me to dry fire it, not once, but 3 times. Because it did give me the opportunity to learn as much about my bow at that time as possible. And so I'm looking at it as a positive, right? The bow's still in great working condition. I actually have a bare adapt. The bow seems to have stood the impact of all 3 dry fires. So guys, hope that video helped you. If you've dry fired your bow and you want to drop a comment, I'd love to hear what you did. It's kind of how we learn and grow. So hope the video helped. If you liked the video, comment down below, subscribe. Until next time, see you guys.
Subscribe to my channel.
Comment, tells my algorithm, and also that always helps,
subscribe,
right?
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god,
Oh my god.